If Adam Silver and the NBA wanted to rig tonight's NBA draft lottery to just give some team Cooper Flagg, who would they rig the lottery for and why? Here are the odds for the 2025 NBA draft lottery. In the column all the way to the right, you have each team's chances at landing the #1 overall pick. Just to the left of that are each team's chances at getting a top 4 pick in the draft. A couple things to note: if the 76ers pick at 5 falls outside the top 5, it goes to the OKC Thunder, and if the Hawks pick at 13 jumps into the top 12, it goes to the Sacramento Kings. And if Adam Silver wanted to make the call, ensure that Cooper Flagg went to one of these teams, who's he making the call for? There are 3 teams on here that stand out to me as a smart business play for the NBA, because giving these teams Cooper Flagg would inject some life into a franchise and a fan base that are in a big market. The first team I'd throw out there is the Philadelphia 76ers. They're in a really tough spot right now, having committed over $100 million each of the next 3 years to an aging Paul George and an injured Joel Embiid, and you could argue that Philly's not even really a title contender with those guys. I think the cap situation is going to make it really tough for them to be flexible and find a path forward, build this team back into a contender. I think the easiest way to throw them a bone at this point would just be to give them Cooper Flagg. Next up, I'd say the Chicago Bulls. They kind of hit the reset button this year, trading away Zach LaVine, but they still have some nice pieces and managed to squeak into the play-in. It's a historic franchise, a huge media market. If you want to give them a jump start on their rebuild, I think you give them their next star in Cooper Flagg. And the third team I'll throw out there is the Brooklyn Nets. Huge market in the middle of a rebuild, and they have a ton of cap space for adding pieces in free agency this summer. From a business perspective, I think it would make a lot of sense for the NBA to help out their rebuild and give them Cooper Flagg. If Adam Silver wanted to do the right thing, he'd say, you know what, Wizards fans, you guys have suffered for long enough, and he'd add Cooper Flagg to the young core of Sarr, Coulibaly, George, Bub Carrington. That would be a really fun team that I think would be really dangerous in a couple years. If Adam Silver wanted to be evil, he'd give Cooper Flagg to the San Antonio Spurs, pair him up with Victor Wembanyama. Defensively, that duo would be absolutely disgusting. There's a small part of me that's kind of curious just to see what that would look like, but I definitely don't want that to happen. And I think another evil outcome would be Cooper Flagg going to the Houston Rockets. As always, let me know your thoughts. If the NBA was going to rig tonight's NBA draft lottery, where do you think Cooper Flagg would end up?